I'm here with Roger Black, and he's going to help me talk about a topic around passion and getting your passion back. The challenge out there at the moment is the media is painting a picture about millennials. We are either sitting in two categories. One, we're very entrepreneurial and autonomous. Or two, we are apathetic and lazy. But the challenge is the media is saying most people are apathetic and lazy. Roger Black is the opposite of that. An Olympic medalist, a public speaker, and his team delivers training through Perform in Property, teaching people how to get their passion back and invest in property safely and effectively. So, Roger Black, talking to people in their 20s and 30s, how do you get your passion back? Or is the media just not saying anything?
Do you know, it's fun. I'm nearly 53 now, so the world's changed. The world's changed. In my day, you didn't have much to watch on telly. You didn't have any, phones and nothing. It's good. I feel for. I think it's an unfair criticism because I think, how would I be if I was now 30 years younger? I'd be completely different in many ways because because I'd be on my phone like my kids are. It's much easier to get information. It's much easier to be big, to do stuff.
To be distracted.
I was bored most of my life. There wasn't anything to do. But I think the answer to your question is I think regardless of your generation, no matter how old you are, how young you are, your background, whatever, it does come down to one thing. It does come down to most people who are what we call motivated are very clear about what they want to achieve, but more importantly, why. And it's the why that matters. And it's the same in sport because you can line up 3 or 4 athletes who are of all the same talent, and I can probably pick which one will probably go on to do well. If they're all the same talent, it won't be the one with the better talent because it's the same. It won't be necessarily the one who trains harder. It will be the one that really knows why they don't just want to win the Olympic medal, but they need to. And what I love about our courses, and we go into the room and you meet people, the people who are successful are the ones who are absolutely clear why they want to be successful in property. And that for some that may be I want to make lots of money, but it's not that. It's usually I want to make money because I want to give back to. There's many people driven by charity. Many people want to help their parents. Many people don't want to live in a degree of poverty that they perceive they lived in, and they don't want to have that for their children. And you have to have a compelling why, and that's harder to find nowadays because it is. It's just you have to look a little bit harder, and you have to ask yourself some deeper questions because you have so many choices nowadays. There are so many things. I look at my children. There are so many things they can do, and the problem is sometimes when you have too much choice, it's overwhelming. So you don't really ever choose and focus on one thing.
And it's a bit like property as well.
Well, absolutely. It's exactly the same property. What do I do? Someone says I should do buy-to-let. Someone says I should do HMO. Someone I should do social. I don't know what to do. I just want to get involved in property. I didn't know it was this difficult. But it is. But the people that are successful are able to take all that information and then narrow it down to the key word, which is focus. And you get what you focus on in life, whatever it may be, emotionally, relationship-wise, business, whatever. But certainly in property, if you haven't got that clear focus and you're able to just get all the noise, forget being pulled and being distracted, but stick to that focus, adapt, learn, and whatever, but have that clarity, you are far more likely to be successful. And I think for the generation now, I can talk about my children, it is so much harder now to have focus because you are distracted every single moment of your lives.
So what is one tip we can give the people at home to get that focus back?
Well, I think for me, I would say the best way to get focus is do a little bit of soul searching. Be clear as to. There are lots of people who would love to have a property portfolio and a nice passive income and control it. So of course, who wouldn't want that? Okay, but it doesn't just happen. And many people start on that journey and then stop because it's too hard. They perceive it to be too hard. But also the truth is, they don't really know why they're doing it. They just want to make a bit of money. And you'll get found out. If you know deep in your soul what your reason for doing this is, if you can emotionally connect to that, forget the money, if you can emotionally connect to that, I want to do this because I want to provide for my family. I want to do this because I want to send some money back home so that I can help. I want to do this. There are people on our courses who once they've hit a certain amount, everything else goes to charity.
Wonderful.
Okay? So if you have an emotional reason, you are far more likely to do it. So once you've found that, and I had to find that as an athlete. I didn't have it early on as an athlete.
Wow, okay.
It came to me because I kept getting injured, and I had to ask myself that difficult question.
Otherwise, you could have stopped.
I could have stopped, but the reason I kept going was this mattered to me. I really needed to do this for me, and I'd never really admitted that before. And once you have that, you don't stop. You don't stop until it is over. So have that, and then get around other people. There's a lovely saying in sport that says if you want to run fast, then run alone. But if you want to run far, then go together. Run together. Which basically means, in property investing, if you want to do it on your own, you can do it on your own. But if you really want to do this properly, get in with other people. Get in that room with people you don't know and you can talk to. Get the knowledge, challenge each other, think about it, and then bring it all together and get that focus. If you can do that, whatever that is, sport, property, whatever it may be, if you've got that passion, you've got people around you, and you've got that focus, you're not guaranteed to be successful, but you are far more likely to be successful than if you don't. But I have to say, I think it does start with that passion thing.